let's do the Vrabel story now, and the Bill Belichick story.
Where?
I don't know. Harbaugh's in L.A. allegedly today.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of linked them together. Now, granted, everybody was linking Aaron Glenn to the Tennessee Titans, so who knows what's real and what isn't at this point.
Is he screwed out of a job now? Is Glenn, are any other places, is he high on their list that we hear of?
AQ Shipley is going to come in here tomorrow and showcase Aaron Glenn just out-scheming the shit out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this past weekend. And I'd assume that AQ's not the only one that has noticed that with Aaron Glenn. They fire the DB coach, and then the defense becomes the best defense in football pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. And the players love it, and that's all I care about. The players absolutely love Aaron Glenn. So let's run it back just like Ben Johnson did last year. It'd be perfect.
They're saying Ben Johnson out the door, right?
Probably,
Yep.
yes.
But
where?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Washington.
There's only so many gigs available.
But Slowick is allegedly supposed to go to Washington.
Right.
in person.
Yeah. Yeah, I assume at this point, like leading up to, and obviously with the Lions still being in, and if they win this week, does that still happen? But from everything that's been on Twitter, it's basically been like a 2-horse race between Slowick and Ben Johnson.
And they want to make change, obviously, and do their thing, bring in an offensive coordinator. Either of them are going to be, we assume, smashing successes. Not only when the hire happens, the fans are going to be happy, but we assume the team will get better whenever they're brought in there. But it's like you start playing musical chairs with these seats.
We keep forgetting about the Panthers too. I think we just keep thinking they're not going to hire a head coach.
Well, Dan Morgan.
Now Dan Morgan,
Vrabel
he should
might
have
be.
a good. Will he get a big say in it? Hopefully, Dan Morgan has
Vrabel would be
a
a fit, huh?
big say in this.
Vrabel feels like the right guy. You know Dan Morgan?
I do not know him personally. I've been a fan from afar forever from that guy.
Because that would be Spielman, Holmes,
Yep.
MCDC.
Yeah, same.
If you were to do Dan Morgan, Mike Vrabel, it would be two alphas. And a real alpha knows when it's time to concede to another alpha. I think it's how MCDC
Yep, that was it.
described Brad. Hey, let's go. If that was accurate, that was from like 4 years ago, 3 years ago that he said that. But I guess Vrabel has not really been linked anywhere. Bill Belichick's only been linked to the Atlanta Falcons.
Only. That's it.
And Schefter brought that up yesterday, and then I saw a bunch of people in sports media quote tweeting it and being like, we've been kind of mentioning this, like Bill Belichick's market might not be as big as everybody thinks it is, because a lot of people probably wonder if his style can win in 2024. The way he goes about doing things, especially at the age of 71, 72 or whatever it is he going to be able to relate to a team, build a team, and win for a team? I guess that's a real question mark, even though we were just blowing that off completely.
Yeah, then how long is he going to be there, right? Because we don't see him coaching, at least I don't, at least past 2 or 3 years. And then like that power shift, like the power dynamic. Once Bill, just mentioned the alpha thing, once Bill comes into your building, like everything is, all the decisions are probably going to be, you would assume, be made by him. And it seems like it's a youth movement, at least so far. Callahan's, I think he's younger than 40. Mayo's obviously younger than 40. What's the other hire they had?
Antonio Pierce.
Pierce.
He's
What's
younger.
he, 40 maybe?
40.
So
Still young, considered young.
Yeah.
So Vrabel at 48, but still a great
Still
coach. Obviously Carroll's out of there. Bill 70, 72. So I mean, we'll see.
Harbaugh, though, allegedly going to be the Chargers coach.
Yeah, but he's,
No, agreed. Completely.
Was he 60?
And he might also coach for 40 more years.
Right, exactly.
At the age of 60, with the way he goes about
He's got at least 10 of them.
Yeah, he's still got another story to be written about his coaching career. In the passing of the torch thing that he said to Root, John Root, I think is the guy's name. I saw him quote tweeted, Tom Root.
Mr. Root.
Johnny or Tommy Root?
Mr. Root.
Mr. Root.
Are we sure his last name was Root?
Yeah, Root was definitely in there.
Certain Root. That's going to be a name you're going to remember. Johnny Root?
Johnny Root.
Johnny Root.
Johnny Root.
Johnny Rudy.
Boom, there's Johnny Root right there. Yep, Johnny Root. All right, sweet. So in his interview with Johnny Root, he said there's a passing of the torch happening.
Yeah.
Now, I assumed that was Jim Harbaugh to Sharon Moore, but Schefter said he's talking about the team too, potentially. J.J. McCarthy gone, Blake Corum
He
gone.
let it slip. He let it slip a little bit and realize in the moment, hey, this works multiple ways.
Yeah, both of those, do make sense. I do feel that, but everybody's linking Harbaugh to the Chargers. And then Commanders, it's Slowick or Ben Johnson.
Yep.
Titans get Callahan. Raiders got Antonio Pierce.
Seattle,
saying Dan Quinn to Seattle still. But they've interviewed, Vrabel interviewed there too. I don't know.